welcome to my channel. This is Gaming with Graham. Alright guys, about 30 minutes ago, I got done with my schoolwork for today. I've been working on schoolwork since 8. And then we had class at 9 till 11:30. I went right back to schoolwork. I had lunch and then went right back to schoolwork. I'm dead inside right now. I got done at around 3:42, 3:40, something like that. It's 4:20 now. I played 2 matches of Dead by Daylight for Chucky, and I hooked 4, and then I played another match, and I hooked 4. So please don't be mad at me if I hook you in Dead by Daylight. I apologize. I normally do not. I just kind of goof around. But I don't know what it is. I'm just enjoying hooking people. So, I wanted to talk about schoolwork. So, here we go. These are all the things I've done. This is what I have left. I plan on doing all of this, other than this, because this I have to take on Thursday. I was going to take it Friday, but I found out that they close at noon. And thank God the teacher said this, because I would have showed up and they would have been closed and I would have been like, wait, what? You know? So I'm glad the teacher explained that in class, saying that testing wouldn't be a good idea on Friday because they close at noon. So Thursday I have to take it. Tomorrow I plan on doing all this. Every last single one. I've done really good though. I mean, look at this. 100% on everything. The only thing I didn't get 100% was the midterm, which was a 72. So, yeah. So, 667 and I got a 638. So that's about an A. But yeah, I got a bunch of work to do tomorrow. One lab, tests, lab, test, and then a lab, and then the rest are questions. So I only got 3 labs. These last labs that I've done, they're actually pretty easy. They weren't very difficult or very hard, like the I think it was like 9, the Linux system and all that. Oh my gosh, the shell command. Good Lord, talk about using your brain. It took me about 3 hours just for one of these. It was insane. I could not figure out, what I was doing. I was just like, wait, I don't understand. And some of the stuff you put in, if you put in the wrong thing and then you hit enter, it's like, or it'll say, unknown source. Is like, oh no, did I do something wrong? So then you got to clear it all out and do it all over again. There were several times I had to do the lab over and over and over. I never submitted it. I wanted to make sure I got it all right. I eventually did. Took me 3 hours just for one lab. And the reason why 3 hours is because I had to redo it. I never submitted it. I just had to click the restart because they have a thing in the corner you can restart the test and do it all over again. But oh my gosh, it took me 3. I wasn't angry or frustrated. I was just like, how in the world am I going to do this? What is he asking me to do, And a lot of this stuff is like deep technical Linux, and I'm just like, I don't know anything about Linux. Well, I found out I made a mistake. I did 11:12 instead of 11:11, and I should have done 11:11 and then done 11:12. Because he's going way over my head. So maybe 11:11 will be able to help me with that kind of stuff. So after I'm done with midterms, I am done with school until the 22nd of January. I'm going to take a deep breath. Ooh. I know, Sticky Toffee, I'm yawning. I am so tired. I'm tired and tired and tired. But yeah, doing the Linux and doing all the commands and the command prompts and holy crap, it was a lot. But this last chapter, chapter 14, isn't that bad. Um, I mean, there's some things that I didn't understand, but I pushed through. I got it. Um, I mean, there was one part with the Linux. Let me see which one it was. I'll be able to. Yeah, the Linux password system. I could not figure out for the life of me. I was like, because you have to go into the command prompt and you have to set the password. And I'm like, oh, good grief. So I would exit out of the test, go back to one of the videos to figure out how to do it, and then go back to the test. And I got to a certain point and I'm like, why isn't it not entering? And then so I went back to the video and I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's my problem. Went back to the test, and all the way at the bottom, he had a statement at the bottom, and I'm like, are you serious? This whole time I could have already had it done, and it was right there in plain English. So it was crazy. It was crazy. It took me about an hour. I'm not sure how total it took me to figure it out, but eventually I got it. A lot of times, if I'm taking a test and I'm confused on what the question is asking, I'll literally exit the test and go back and look and see if I can find the answer. It drives me nuts because I have to print everything out because it's all digital. I hate digital because if it was in a book, plop it on my lap and look and see. I hate digital because my eyeballs are not good enough to be staring at a computer screen the entire time. But I guess that's, technology. But this class has just fried my brain. I'm hoping my next class isn't so bad. But it still is digital. And I haven't had to pay for any of my books because it has to do with the whole IT tech communication stuff. It's digital, so I haven't, for all these classes that I've taken, I have not had to buy a book. Because I didn't, I didn't realize that the whole classes that I take are just one book, and once you have it, you keep it. I mean, you don't keep it for eternity, but you keep it till you're done with your classes, and then you're done. The book's closed. You cannot get in to your book unless you are in class, logged in, and your Blackboard's available. Because without Blackboard, you can't open it. I've already tried. I went to the website and I tried to log in and it wouldn't let me. It said need credentials. So that means you can't open it unless it's in Blackboard. So I was trying to go ahead of the class. But I've learned not to procrastinate because this class I actually did for a short period of time. I procrastinated on getting it done and I regret it. Because I could have already been done with this and I would have been able to go and take the final and be done. And I screwed up and wasn't constantly doing the schoolwork that I was supposed to do. I was waiting, he's like, go over chapter 9. So I'm like, oh, cool. I can go over chapter 9. I got to get it done by Tuesday. And then we'll go to chapter 10. It doesn't work that way. You want to get the work done that week that you're there. If you did 7 and he's telling you to do 9, you have to do it before your next class, the next week. Now, the thing is you don't want to do things. I want to show you guys this. When you're in school, you'll get this. And your announcements are here. So if he doesn't state what chapters you do, you don't want to jump in and just go ahead and do whatever. In grades, it shows you what assignments you have to do. But like I said, if he doesn't have it in the announcement and you're going way in advance, which is good. I mean, if you get done with one chapter, go to the next one. Keep going. Just don't get behind, because that was my mistake. I got behind and I regretted it, because now I'm constantly having to push through everything. So we need to do the final exam. Our testing center or online, as discussed last week. Yeah, so once our final exam is done, then it will post here in the grades. Down here, it will post in the final grade. So I'm hoping to at least pass with a B. Praying to God I pass with a B. My last class was a B. I've never passed. I've never gotten lower than a C for passing. So I'm trying my best to keep that tradition. This is my first time of being able to pass everything with an A. I'm just like, what? And with trying to remember everything, and remember, this is not an open book. So, I'm going to have to literally study before I go to the testing center, because I want to know what I'm talking about or what I'm reading. So, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I cannot wait till I'm done. Soon as I take the final, I will let you guys know. And I am so sorry, guys. I am so tired. But I will see you guys next time. So take care, God bless, and I'll see you next time. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Doses. I'm out.